Hey Verse, it's me, the Angel Man. That's right, the Angel Man here today to give you guys another video. So today, Verse, I'm going to be talking about two interesting things. But before I do, I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys watching my videos. They have been nothing but awesome. When it comes down to my vlogs, like I said, I wanted to get back into them. And I have. You guys have been watching them. You guys have been showing me some appreciation about them and telling me stuff. And I really appreciate it, you know? It really feels good to be going back, you know, just doing vlogs again, you know what I mean? I really miss doing that. It's been such a great experience. But putting that out of the way, I'm here to talk about two important things that have been released on the media, and I am looking forward to giving you guys my opinions about it. The first news that came out has to do with Amber Heard. That's right, Amber Heard, which is currently going on right now with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation on a trial about accusations against each other. Amber Heard came out saying that Johnny was abusive. Nobody really believed that because it just didn't make any sense, because Johnny Depp is like one of the nicest guys out there. And then next thing you know, Johnny Depp came out saying that it was Amber Heard that was being abusive. And then people are like, okay, it's more of a he said, she said situation. And then Johnny came out with some recordings and it proved, oh no, he was right. Yeah, he was right. You know, Amber was being abusive. And now because of that, a lot of people are frustrated when it comes down to Amber Heard, because when Johnny came out with all these accusations towards him, Disney and WB fired him just like that, you know. Disney fired him from doing the next Pirates of the Caribbean movie, Part 6, and they canceled it. And then there was a rumor that they were going to remake it, and they were going to do it with Margot Robbie, and that she was supposed to be gay, which is just stupid. That was just a stupid idea. I hate the fact that they did that in such a weird way. I was just like, why would you do that? You can't replace Jack Sparrow. But then moving forward, right, they even fired him from the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them franchise. He was playing Grindelwald. Clearly he's not playing Grindelwald anymore. They already replaced him and the third movie came out. So, you know, a lot of people were upset about that. Amber Heard got proven that she was the one who was abusing Johnny, and she didn't get fired from anything. I'm pretty sure any projects that she had coming up were absolutely dismissed with her. I can already tell you guys that anything that had to involve Amber Heard, they were like, no, forget it. We haven't signed anything yet for all we know. We're just gonna have to recast you. But when it comes down to DC, clearly it's safe to say that from a business standpoint, she signed a contract and she's gonna be in the next Aquaman 2 movie. And people are frustrated about that because people were saying that wasn't fair, that she should be fired. Because why is it that Johnny Depp got let go, but why Amber Heard isn't? It didn't make any sense. Well, TMZ just came out with an article saying that Amber Heard is gonna have only 10 minutes in the next Aquaman 2 movie. The second thing coming out is gonna be with some really deep juice, okay, that has to do with the Fast 10 movie that everyone's been talking about, that Vin Diesel has been talking about. There has been some drama going on set, and I'm gonna be getting into that pretty shortly. So with that said, Verse, let's get to it. First thing I'm going to be talking about is the Amber Heard situation. Now, like I said, Amber Heard is clearly not liked. She's done too much. You can tell she's kind of shady. She's selfish. You know, all that fame clearly got to her head. She left shit on Johnny's bed. Why? Like, what? I don't know where you would get that from. That looked completely random, by the way. That was completely random. I was just like, why would you do that? That was one of the most randomest things a woman could ever do to get back at someone. You would shit on their bed. Can you imagine the process of doing that? Yeah. Bitch. Like, that would just be really weird. Can you imagine actually doing that? You're just going through the effort to do that on someone's bed. That's a little awkward. But here, TMZ came out with an article that has to do with the next Aquaman 2 movie, and people were not happy when they found out that Amber Heard is still cast in the movie. But apparently, in this article, Amber Heard has less than 10 minutes of screen time in Aquaman 2. Amber Heard's career may already be suffering because of Johnny Depp's trial. She's reportedly a significant smaller role in Aquaman 2, amounting to mere minute. According to film journalist Grace Randolph, and shout out to Grace, I love her channel, you know, she does movie reviews. She's awesome when it comes to movies. Who knows, to get a solid comic book movie scoop like this, Amber will apparently be featured in less than 10 minutes of screen time in Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom. No other context was offered, which is actually crucial to understanding this. Whether Amber's supposed reduced presence is a recent development, or if it been written that way since the beginning. In any case, it's interesting this news is surfacing now. The film wrapped up in January. Oh, it's done. With director James Wong posting a congratulatory IG with Jason Momoa and Patrick Wilson, a new character. But strangely not mentioning Amber at all. She was a huge part of the first film. Yes, I mean, that's, yeah, and right here, Jason's love interest, and yet, crickets. Look, see right here, this is James Wong, Patrick, and obviously Momoa right here. Jason himself doesn't appear to be have been tagging posts with or mentioning Amber either on his social media these past several months. By the way, Amber herself also doesn't seem to be doing too much in any promo for Aquaman 2, for her IG activity centers around her personal life, except for a snap in October when she posted a photo of herself in her signature mirror red hair, simply writing red dye. Yeah, you could tell she was just trying to be a little casual, but people do not care. People do not care, guys. Now, there's more, but I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts already. First of all, as you guys can see here, James Wan, the director. I love James Wan. He's a really great director. If anything, this is the guy that made Saw, or he was a co-creator of Saw. Wong is very good when it comes to horror movies. Like, he's done a lot of them, you know, especially the Conjuring movies. He did the first two. Patrick here is obviously a great actor. You know, Jason Momoa is also an awesome entertainer. And now for Amber Heard to not be seen anywhere, that also has to be awkward, by the way. Can you imagine Amber Heard is on set? What? If this was only 10 minutes, it had to have been a day or two at most for a scene like hers. But I can already tell you that the moment she's shown on screen, everybody is just gonna lose it. They're gonna be like, boo. They're gonna be just yelling at her. I feel kind of bad for her, but I mean, she kind of did that to herself. She came out like she was the victim, and then she made all these stories that didn't make any sense, and now she's kind of stuck there. So Amber, you kind of did that to yourself. But you know, this is interesting because when you're an actor and you have to perform, and you're also performing a certain type of scene with someone that you know you do not like, that is one of the most awkwardest things you can ever do as an entertainer. Really, that's one of the most awkwardest things. That has never happened to me yet. I hope it doesn't, but it hasn't. But I've witnessed it, right? And that's a story for another day. For Aquaman 2, having Amber Heard only 10 minutes in the film, from a business standpoint, that's not bad. You know, instead of having her in an entire film or maybe half the film, only 10 minutes. I mean, they're technically not breaking the contract, and she is involved in the film, and obviously she's getting paid. So, alright, I guess they kind of did that. But now, on to the next news. I found out that for Fast 10, something interesting came up, and it just blew my mind. Justin Lin. If you don't know who Justin Lin is, this guy is the director of at least 5 of the Fast and Furious movies. If anything, he's the director of most of the good ones. He was involved in 3, that was his very first one. He did 4, 5, and 6, and then obviously recently 9. Even though 9 was somewhat of a guilty pleasure because it was a little too much, you know, when it came to logic and everything. Wong, by the way, the director of Aquaman 2, directed Furious 7. I don't know why Justin Lin left, but Wong came over and he took over the role. Now here, I found out that apparently Justin Lin, who was supposed to direct Fast 10, he quit. He quit on set, and I'm gonna find out why. So here we go. On the Daily News, Richard Johnson, difficult Vin Diesel is the reason director Justin Lin quit Fast 10. Justin Lin quit as director of Fast 10 because star Vin Diesel is so difficult, according to a source with knowledge of the situation. True, filming has already begun. Lin, who directed 5 of the Fast and Furious films, abruptly quit last week without explaining why and without a replacement. I've never seen anything like it. Lin's giving up $10 or $20 million, one veteran producer who is not involved in this film said. Diesel shows up late to the set, he doesn't know his lines, and shows up out of shape, my sources tell me. Oh my god, look, see, here's Vin Diesel, and then here's the director Justin Lin. They seem really casual. There must have been a huge disagreement that must have happened. A spokesman for Lin had no comment, and rep for Diesel did not get back to the Daily News with a comment. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I knew he was gonna get mentioned, quit 5 years ago after making 4 Fast and Furious movies with Diesel. Some conduct themselves as stand-up men for true professionals while others don't. He said that he said at the time. The ones that don't care are too chicken shit to do anything about it anyways, candy asses. Instead, Johnson starred with Jason Statham in the spin-off Hobbs and Shaw. If you didn't see Hobbs and Shaw, you really aren't missing much. That movie was one of the most randomest movies I entire freaking scene. Anyways, no one is dissing Vin Diesel on the record, but everyone knows that, said my source. Diesel's silent co-star includes Jason Momoa, who plays a villain. Oh, Jason Momoa is the villain of the movie. I forgot he's in it. Plus Michelle. Okay, there's a whole cast. And Brie Larson. Oh my god, Brie Larson. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in a minute because I found out something. Reddit reports search the new director. It'll be costing Universal $600 to $1 million per day as it keeps paying the crew and cast members in limbo. I found another article of who they might replace Justin Lin with, because that's the next question. Who would replace Justin Lin? Well, Fast 10, Louis Leterrier, I'm going to say Leterrier, sorry if I butchered his name, top choice to replace Justin Lin as director on the next Fast and Furious installment. Now, this is not a good sign for me. This is a replacement. Oh, here we go. The letters credits include, because I want to know what this guy has directed. If he's directed some good projects, maybe, right? But if he's done some really shitty ones, I don't know. Series credits include Clash of Titans, okay, as well as heist thriller Now You See Me. Oh. And recently has been directing in TV as serves as director, executive producer, and showrunner of Netflix's Lupin. He also directed all episodes of streamers The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance. I have not seen that. I have not heard of that. So, oh boy. Alright then, verse. So, my thoughts on this situation. Well, I think it's safe to say that after Fast 10, if it manages to actually finish production, no more. Don't do any more Fast and Furious movies. I think it's done. This is really interesting. So I'm going to talk about one thing at a time here because there's a lot. Vin Diesel. Let's start with Vin Diesel. I'm actually really surprised about this. I'm not surprised about his attitude. I'll say that also. Just because of the fact that, for one, I'm surprised because Vin Diesel has been doing nothing but brag about getting to Fast 10 for years. He's done it at award shows. He's done it for promoting the movies. He's done it when it comes on to social media. He's begged for certain actors who left Fast and the Furious franchise to come back. They clearly said no. And then he finally gets to the main event, you know, the one project that you're excited to do, and you put no effort into it. He doesn't come up in shape. He doesn't come in prepared. You know, he's coming in late. What's going on, Vince? Like, what the hell? And I heard he is actually complicated on set. I've heard about that for other productions. I even heard about that at one point for Riddick, I believe. I haven't seen Vin Diesel in any other project. I mean, you can count the Marvel movies, but he just says 3 fucking words. Come on, man. There's nothing special there if you're talking about Groot, okay? Anybody can freaking do that line. Just have a deep or small voice or whatever. Fast 10, honestly, I feel like after 7, things just started to go downhill. I think it's safe to say that after 7, in my opinion, I felt like they should have stopped. Fast 8 just didn't really seem necessary. Fast 9 was just out of this world. I don't know where the hell John Cena came into play, okay? Me and my friends were talking about that. We were like, yeah, because Vin Diesel and John Cena definitely look like brothers. What is Vince? Is he Latino? Is he? If he was, let's say like, yeah, Latino has a white brother. That doesn't make any sense. It's kind of random how after 10 movies, all of a sudden, oh, I have a brother. Obviously, people have left. You know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson left because he got into it with numerous co-stars. He got into it with Vin Diesel. If you pay attention to Fast 8, Vin Diesel and The Rock were not in the same scene at all. They were pissed off at each other. The Rock said, he was like, hey, I will do the movie as long as I don't have to do a scene with Vin Diesel. And he didn't. If you pay attention to it, they kept editing back and forth. I didn't realize that until I learned about that fact. I was like, holy crap. He got into it with Tyrese. Tyrese threatened that he would not come on Fast and Furious 9 if Dwayne was there. So that's why Dwayne wasn't there. And obviously they wanted Tyrese because, you know, he's been there. He's been in the franchise since the second one. And also because he's a comedy relief. And then I believe he's also gotten into it with, I feel like there was one more person. I can't recall. No, I think that's about it. Yeah. He just got into it with both of them. And honestly, ever since then, Dwayne just hasn't been interested in wanting to do the project at all. And now let me talk about the new castmates, right? So Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa as the bad guy? I like that. I could see him as a bad guy. I think having Jason be the bad guy is a good casting choice in my opinion. Jason Momoa is awesome. He has that look, you know, of him being a good guy, or he has that look, especially if he was to play a villain. I'm looking forward to seeing how Jason Momoa is going to be a villain with all this high spy technology stuff, because that's pretty much what we went to, right? We went from street racing to heist to super spy. That's what we're doing here. And now, the main one, Brie Larson. Oh my god. When I found out that Brie Larson was cast in this movie, my friend told me, I was like, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you have Brie Larson? And I know you guys are not dumb. You guys must know Brie Larson is not likable, unless they're using that on purpose to get publicity attention. But apparently I found out that her role is apparently gonna be the young sister of Brian. So apparently, one of the characters who we don't see anymore in the series has a little sister. So she's gonna show up without the brother. That's stupid. And what pisses me off more is that Brie Larson is gonna be kind of coming up as some kind of like badass, like family type of thing. I don't see that. Now let me say this right now. I personally don't hate Brie Larson, but I highly dislike her when it comes to certain viewpoints that she's made, and also because of how she kind of acts in a way. You know, ever since the production of Captain Marvel, she's had a really bad ego. You know, she's made certain comments that people hella disagree with. She's talked about certain things that people obviously just hated her for. She's obviously supported NFTs, and people are just not liking her. You know, she has too much of a mouth, I guess you can say. You know, she's kind of annoying. And, you know, there's been times where I feel like she tries a little too hard, but don't get me wrong, despite the fact of me saying that, when it comes down to her acting, yes, she is a good actor. So there are times where I've seen her in certain roles and I forgot that it's even her. She's just playing her character and I'm like, okay, for sure she can act. You know, they hired her for a reason because she knows what she's doing. But just her as a person, I'm just like, she's just not likable, you know what I mean? Like, she's not Amber Heard, but like, you know, she's like on another category. Not at Amber's her level, but more on the annoying side of just don't say anything, just shut up. It really is frustrating that out of anybody you can bring in this role, you bring in Brie Larson. I don't see Brie Larson as someone to be part of the Fast crew. It just doesn't work for me, you know? It's kind of random. And Justin Lin, this is the last thing I want to talk about. The fact that Justin Lin left is going to be a huge loss. I am very scared for this movie just because of the fact that Justin Lin directed all the good movies. He understands the characters. He knows how these movies are supposed to be. Even if he's had some hit and misses, he understands, you know, the tone of the movies. So for him to leave and bring in some random director who hasn't done any Fast Furious movie just to kind of go with it in the last minute, it's not going to work. Already, I feel like this is going to go and crash. You know, that's just me. You guys could probably disagree with me, but that's just how I feel. I feel like this movie is not going to be good, and that's sad. It's Fast 10. We finally make it up here, and it's just a bunch of problems. The only question I'm trying to figure out is if they're going to do a two-parter or if it's just going to be one movie. I'd be surprised if it would just be one movie, because it seems like almost any franchise at this point is trying to end with two-parters. But with that said though, Verse, are you guys excited for Fast 10? Are you guys not? What do you guys think of the fact that Jason Momoa and Brie Larson are coming onto set? And most importantly, let me know about what you guys think about the fact that Justin Lin walked off. I'm honestly pissed off at Vin. I'm like, I don't get it. Why would you bitch about Fast 10 for so many years and then you fuck it up? I guess that's just entertainment, you know? Once you get a little piece of entertainment, it kind of gets to you. But with that said though, Verse, let me know what you guys think. If you guys like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification to help your Hishi out. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all you guys' time. I really appreciate that as well. Look forward to the next video, Verse, and with that said, have an awesome day. Later, Verse.